Hey guys, welcome to Raj Makes Money. How are all my money makers doing today? Unfortunately, I didn't make any money today, but you win some, you lose some, and one day you'll make some. But hey, let's take a look how we did. Only down $104,000 today. So I guess the way things have been going for me, that's almost like a win. But interesting enough, I'll show you guys, like I was talking about, with how the market makers play around with pricing and different stuff, and I'll show you guys. But IDX yesterday had those earnings and just got demolished, which, yesterday I hadn't read the earnings report, but I was able to, read it last night. And it's very interesting why this stock, 6 months ago with, 50% of the revenue wasn't looking as good at all. It's hitting $4 or $5. Now they actually had good revenue. They only lost a penny a share. Wasn't far off from earnings. Already way down in price, and just got clobbered even more today. Another 16 cents. But I was hoping to be out of there at 250. I even thought about rolling down and writing the $2 ones just to get out of this. So I may do that tomorrow. I don't know. I'm just, like I said, I just think we're holding a dead horse there and don't want to hold it much longer, especially since the options only trade monthly. If we wait it out again, we can pick up another 25 grand, for 30 cents and, some upside potential, but I don't know how much lower this can really go. Clover Health today had a good day yesterday with the market, but today back down again. This one just seems to bounce off that $8. Jaguar, like I said, this one's just a small position now, so doesn't really make sense to do a whole lot with it. It's not going to really affect stuff, so I'll probably hold on to that one a little bit longer. eHealth today was actually down at one point a lot and then came back some, but still down for the day. So those puts have done well. I was never able to get more puts. And then Lucid. So Lucid today was way down. At one point also came back, kind of like it did yesterday. It's been dropping and then coming back. But with how bad the market was today, so this is the first day where the Dow actually just really went down in the NASDAQ too. So interesting. And, I think as COVID fears and everybody's getting worried, is the world ending? What's really going on? How overvalued is this market? It's going to be interesting what happens and what the future holds. So this is interesting enough. So what I was showing you guys, so I still have 1,000 more contracts I haven't hedged yet. I was hoping to see Lucid run a little bit before hedging them. I'll probably, and I don't want to go much lower because I can also, this is where it gets a little dangerous. I want to pick up this money. We have 9,000 of them. We still have 171 grand here to hopefully pick up this week. I'd love for Lucid to get right around 2350. I can also start writing next week's to pick up a nice premium. But you have to be very careful in these situations because if you get too low and then the stock does run, this could really get lopsided and really hurt this. But the thing is, this went a little lower today to about 137 at one point, 136 or somewhere in there when Lucid hit was like 22.17. But this is so far out. The market maker has to leave a base on it and stuff. But we just have to be careful with that and keep picking up that money. And hopefully Lucid, I think Lucid has some good support around this 23, 22, 23. Anything's possible in this market, but definitely going to make some different moves here or look. And if Lucid doesn't do something, like I said, we can hedge it lower. We can pick up a lot of money, but you have to be careful because if you hedge low and then the thing does run and you're only getting 30, 40 cents and all of a sudden the thing ran to $27, it could also really lopside us. So need to be careful on that move with it. But that's what's going on in the market. So on futures right now are pretty much flat, a little bit down. Like I said, Lucid is our big holding, and that one was down today. Interesting enough, too, Apple hit a new high today before crashing. So Apple got up there to a new high and then came back down. And a lot of them, too. It's crazy. Look at Tesla just getting hammered again. That big fear is coming with the market and everything going on. Even cryptocurrencies are starting to sell off. It was as high as 47,000, now 44. We have the Coinbase account. We're down a couple of grand on our purchase of Cardano. That broke, I'm not sure what it's at right now. It did break through the $2. It was like $1.98 now. Let's see, where is it? Let's see. For stocks, trade, portfolio. Let's see. There it is, $1.95. So down 8%. Bitcoin down almost 4%. Ethereum down 6%. So cryptocurrency is starting to sell off. So that is interesting because when you look at stuff, and I always kind of look at the meme stocks and what they're doing. AMC actually today was up a little. So not sure why, but AMC was up, GameStop was down. But it seems like when you see money come out of crypto, it goes back into some of these meme stocks. When you see money in there, it goes all around. So who knows what's going on? Hard to say. Even like chip manufacturers and different stuff have been feeling the pressure. Ford, it's coming down. It was a pretty wild ride in the market today. So have to be careful at these times. But let me get to some of your guys' questions. Big text scratcher. Raja, do you think we will run out of toilet paper? I don't think we're going to run out of toilet paper. Anything's possible, but I don't think we're going to run out of toilet paper this go around. I think they got that situation handled, and I think everybody bought so much toilet paper that they're still heavily stocked up. I can definitely tell you this. When I go to Costco, there's a surplus of water and a surplus of toilet paper and paper towels. So I'm not seeing any shortages there. The big shortages is coming from like Gatorade canned foods because aluminum, the recycling is way down. People aren't, and also employees to do all that. So it is interesting that the water companies have a good enough supply, but PepsiCo with Gatorade can't seem to keep plastic. And I was even at the grocery store last night, and I said, I want to go check the Gatorade, because I always order my drinks online just because it's easier to get it shipped to your house, and it's the same price with Amazon. But I was in this thing, and I said, I want to go check the Gatorade or the pop aisle, and Gatorade totally wiped out. Monster energy drinks totally wiped out. So it was interesting to see the products that were wiped out and the products that were there. The good news is there's probably some littler companies out there that never had much distribution that make energy drinks or power drinks and different stuff that are probably doing pretty good right now because there's nothing, there's nothing for people to buy. So. Crazy Carl, I made so much money with Alf. I had 500 shares at $5. Happy. I haven't looked at that one in a while. What did it do, Crazy Carl? Oh my God, $10 today. Why does that one keep going up? What is going on with Alf? Yeah, we played that one a while ago. We made a little money on it, and then it came back down. But looks like it was a lot higher in there. But that was here, came down, and then skyrocketed. This must be the hot play by all the meme stocks. Let's see. Tablet rollout in Alf's digital advertising tablet. Rollout in rideshare vehicles increases to 14 major U.S. markets and over 150,000 tablets deployed by end of the 2022. Well, I will say a couple of things about that. That's a lot of tablets. It's a lot of cars for 2022. The company's losing a lot of money, and the valuation at this price is amazing. I will go buy 150,000 tablets and put them in cars, and let's go gangbusters. Ancient PK, I freed up 80K today and bought Moderna and BNTX. How's Moderna? Moderna has been dropping, but now with the new boosters, it'll be interesting what that one does. If it comes, up 28 today. So that must be the news on the booster shots. How did Pfizer do? Let's see. With Pfizer all-time new high. Pfizer is a pretty good one because Pfizer has a nice yield. So Pfizer is really good if you're looking for a stock with a dividend and. That's all-time highs now. Pfizer, I remember when we were playing it was struggling around $35-40, and looks like all-time new high today, $50.49. So Pfizer's doing good, and all those will probably be really strong. So definitely looking good there. Toma made it in late. Mitchell Pilot, what's your opening on the oil industry workforce in 20 years from now? What's your opening on the oil? What's your opinion on there you go. Opinion on the oil industry workforce. I couldn't even tell you 20 years from now. It's so hard to say. Just the way the market moves, and I couldn't even give you a prediction in 20 years from now what it's going to be like. But it'll probably be the same. Probably the same as it is now. It'll just be a much more higher price than it is today. Roni says American Airlines calls killed me. Yeah, I think airlines are going to suffer right now. I would probably on airlines. What did Southwest do? If I was on airlines, I'd probably be going short because a lot of people are going to start canceling trips with coronavirus, spreading. They're also now extending the mask mandate now until January. I didn't think it was going to end in September. Obviously, states are doing it, but people are starting people are starting to cancel trips, hotel stocks, all this stuff's going to start suffering here again, especially if this virus spikes up or you have more serious things take place. So it's pretty interesting when you watch the news. Was it New Zealand has one case and they just shut the whole country down for 3 days, and wherever it was gets a 7-day shutdown. China has shut that port down. Australia with all this stuff. Had a friend of mine went to Dubai. We didn't hear from him for a couple of weeks. We thought something, worried about him, right? So he went to Dubai, got tested right when he got there, had COVID. They immediately take your cell phone and sequester you for 30 days or 3 weeks, somewhere like 20 days, 30 days, I don't know, some crazy amount of time. He said the accommodations were nice. He wasn't complaining about that, but they take your phone, they take everything. I'm like, why would they take your phone? You can't notify anyone. Everybody's worried about you. So a lot of these countries have really strict rules. The good news is, from watching all the news and everything on television, it looks like there's no COVID issues in Afghanistan. One, I don't even know who would be testing because there's no organization or leader there. But everyone at the airport, I didn't see anybody doing any social distancing or wearing masks at that airport. So that airport is definitely not in compliance with the mask mandates. But no. But I was thinking about this, and not making a joke of it, but I was thinking about this. Like, what are you doing? Why isn't that country just getting wiped out with COVID? You would think they're so worried about terrorist acts and who's in control and everything. But, I wonder, is COVID running rampant there? I mean, look at all the problems we're having here. And imagine a country with less hygiene and health. And the other thing I was thinking about is, where are these 4,000 or 5,000 soldiers at the airport staying? There's no, they shipped in, tents or something. I haven't seen it in all the pictures. All the people there at the airport, where are they all staying? How are they even going to the restroom? You have 10,000 people running around on the runway. Where are they? I can hold it in for a while, but I think every human has to, probably go number one 2 or 3 times a day, and maybe number 2 once a day. It's plus eating and feeding them all. I don't know. It just looks like it's got to be just a mess there. So I don't know. I was wondering about that, but. Fire 1777 says, who would really visit Afghanistan? I don't know. It'll be interesting one day probably none of us in the Western world. Victor, $1 super chat. Thank you so much, Victor. So Victor says, so would you even buy VTI here? Seems like things are overvalued. I think the market's going to continue to keep going up. People want to see a winning market. So, so unless all hell breaks loose, I think the market will continue to go up. I think retail stocks are going to have some issues. Did Target? I didn't even see what Target. Oh my God, let's see here. Let's see. I don't know why this won't work. But I think, yeah. So, Target was down during the day pretty heavily, up after hours, but I thought they had earnings today. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it was tomorrow. I don't know. But Home Depot today got crushed because they said people aren't spending and doing stuff. Like I said, it's going to be very, very interesting where this all goes. People have to really figure it out. It's going to be tough. But I think the markets will continue to go higher. Apple, like I said, hit a new high today. They got the new phones coming out. There's still a lot of money out there, but it is slowing down. They said, the economy is slowing down. And I noticed that the last 2 months, with my businesses and hospitality and stuff, when all the stimulus money hit, there was a lot more people spending money. Now that money is drying up. And as that stuff dries up, it means less stuff. So Sanderslash says they're taking the people to an air base in another country and processing them to see who will be coming to America. And I was wondering too where they are taking those people, because that was the other thing. They had that one plane there. I would think we could have got 5 or 6 planes there pretty quickly to get those people moved or more flights going. I don't know. It just seems like Biden said in his speech yesterday, we were pretty much unprepared. We expected everything that's happened to happen. We just didn't expect it to happen so fast. So. Crazy Carl with all his wisdom. Nobody thinks about the age 20 years ago. That means you're 20 today. If you were 10, You were 30. If you were 15, you would be 35. They know nothing else but America and freedom. Nobody thinks about the age 20 years ago. That means you're 20 today. If you were 10, you were 30. Well, I'm not sure what Crazy Carl's saying. I do know, we're less than 2 weeks away from 20 years ago, 9/11. It's hard to believe, and that's what started all this, what got us stuck in Afghanistan and everything. And just remember how the stock market crashed that day, 500 points, or I think it was halted for a day or two and crashed, and then came right back. So, people want to see people do good, make money. And I think even if we have a pullback or some slowdown, I think a lot of these stocks will maintain. You have a lot of money in mutual funds and EFTs and different stuff. So I don't think you're going to see that crash that we saw before with the original shutdowns, because that was just a total shock and awe. We have mask supplies. We have we do have vaccinations. We do have things in place, and hospitals. We have ventilators. We don't have that supply shortage that we had originally with all of this. So and we're also know how to deal with this. But these variants could become very, very scary and dangerous. That's for sure. So let's see. What else you guys got? Victor, another $1 lucky super chat. Thank you so much, Victor. Renslash says, Crazy Carl's being crazy. Victor says, would love to see you buy, trade Apple stock for options. I'll probably do so. I want to do Apple puts in this account. The thing is, and I've thought about this, but or even like back to my original strategy that we were doing with Lucid and stuff. But what happens is it ties up so much money, and I've thought about some stuff. Do I just say, what, screw all this, reset it, start fresh with the $4 million in there, and just start making $200,000-$300,000 a week every week for the rest of the year, doing some more like my progressive jackpot kind of hit stuff, like we did with CC or Lucid now originally, and come back strong. Do we ride out this? So I don't know. I'm just kind of watching it, see where the market goes. So it'll be interesting. Crazy Carl, it was on the news. They are coming here to El Paso, Fort Bliss. Well, the good news is you guys will have a lot of new labor, because I can't find any help. So if there's any chefs or cooks, wait staff that needs jobs, send them up to us in here in Colorado, because there is no help anywhere. That's what's going to hurt a lot of these restaurants, is they can't find staff, or the price of staffing has gone up so high, plus the price of products. I don't know how BW3 and some of these wing companies are going to make any money. Chicken's doubled in price. It's crazy and stuff. So Greg, see, $5 super chat. Running total on initial $5 million. Greg, the running total is we are down $1 million. So down 20%, basically, a little over 20%. So we've got to mount an incredible comeback. This is the third time we've been down. This is the most we've been down. Last time, or actually, this is right around where we were down last time, and then we came back really strong. I have a lot of confidence in it, but it can get scary. Money moves fast. So what do you think about cryptocurrency investments? If you catch it on the right day, they're terrific. If you catch them on the wrong day, they're horrible. I think long term, they'll probably do well. And I was thinking about this too, like with, where was it? With Afghanistan. Like, I don't even know what they're using for money and currency. It said like the businesses were back open and things were going, but I don't even know what their currency is over there. So, I think in like countries like that, if you can get everybody to believe in cryptocurrency and everybody has, cell phones or internet or some kind of civilization over there, I think that really could help to make those countries better and keep things going, because they need some kind of monetary system for people to trust. But I don't even know what they like I said. I've read more about all this in the last couple of days than I'd ever imagined, just because it's interesting to me. And it's just it is it's like they said, like, people are open, but I don't understand, like, just the whole thing. Like I said, the smart thing the Taliban did was not engage in war, not threaten the U.S. Well, first of all, why do they want us to stay there? Why do they want to, why do they want to keep us there and piss us off? And why do they need 10,000 Americans to hang out? Get us all out of there. Like, they don't want us to mess with their stuff and what they're going to do. Get us all out and be happy. Plus, the other thing is, we spent trillions of dollars. We built up the last 20 years a beautiful city, infrastructure that they never had there. You got to remember, and what people don't always understand, I was telling my kids last night, is it's like the Wild West still. Like when you go to those villages and outside of that city, or you're 100 miles away from that city, it's like the Wild West. It's like cowboys and Indians still. It's crazy how it is. So, and they're smart. Like I said, why would Taliban want us to come in, bomb the whole city, destroy it all, and then have to restart everything again? And who's going to give them the aid? We're so dumb in America that we'd probably send them more money to help rebuild for the Taliban. So I don't know. I don't think the Taliban is a changed organization. But I definitely think at least this time, they're definitely being much strategic and smarter about everything. So, what's your opinion on Chinese stocks? China it's like China isn't, America, is throwing stuff at China. China keeps throwing things at us. It's like we have this world crisis, and everybody's so worried about, what's going on, and new restrictions and all these tariffs and everything. It's just crazy. Do you have any info on ZOM? Yes, I have a lot of info on ZOM. Sell, sell, sell. Get the hell out of it. This thing was good at one time. It's down in the dumps, and get out of it while you can. It's going lower. Nothing is, the ZOM is worthless. All these were just meme stocks that ran. So, let's see. Funny, check Pilgrim stock, super up chicken. Probably, yeah. No, I mean, any of these chicken, like I said, but the thing is, I don't even know if their earnings will be good. They're charging more for their product, and they're doing well. Obviously, it's right at the 52-week high today, too. They're getting more money and everything, but they have a huge labor shortage. So it's not that you have extra stuff and that you can, what is the word here to explain this? It's not that it's great that stuff's going up in price, but if you have no labor to produce it, what good does it do? So let's say, if your business is up 10%, but now you have to close on Mondays because you have no staff, then what percentage of that increase are you losing by being up? So you have to always look at that kind of stuff. So Glenn says, Raja, are you bullish or bearish on the stock market at this point in time? Is the COVID recovery on pause? Time to move to the sidelines. So I'm not either. I'm basically like I said, I think the market's going to stay strong. I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm not expecting this market to run and be up another 5 or 10%. But I also don't think we're going to see a massive pullback because companies still have earnings and things are still doing really well. Inflation is going to play into this and be a big problem. But you got to remember the government dumped $6 trillion into the American public's pocket. So there's a lot of money out there. While a lot of that earlier money has been spent, there's still a lot of money out there to be spent, and people still have it. Plus, other money that's going to come into the marketplace. So I'm definitely, I think we're going to be somewhere stable where we are, and I think we could see some rocky roads. If they come out with some bad COVID news tomorrow, you're going to see the market come down a little bit. If they come out with some good COVID news and say more people got vaccinated than expected, it's going to go, market will start to run again. So that's all I think. So I wouldn't say I'm bullish or bearish. I think I'm just stable of where it's all going and stuff. So David, hey Raja, just watching my crypto going, Dogecoin and Bitcoin, not by much, but I really do think that's the way of the future. Like I said, I love watching your videos. Thank you so much for watching them. And like I said, I think Bitcoin and some of those I definitely have more hope for and belief to use as a crypto in the future. I just think the inventor of Dogecoin said, everyone said it, all these random coins, these are ones, just got to pick them on the right day, and if it goes up, they can go up tremendously and you can make a lot of money. If they don't go up, you're going to lose a lot of money. So you just have to have a little fun with it and gamble, have some fun. So what else we got? Great. Gerg C says, they haven't to pay out more on product and labor and shipping. Neo expiring, what are you, hold on here. Which translates to higher prices for consumers. Well, yeah, obviously shipping and all that going up is definitely going to create higher prices and higher things. The shipping is a big crisis. China shut that port down because of COVID. There's still a container shortage. I'm still amazed we can still get the bananas here for $1.27 a bundle. I still can't figure that one out. The Dole or whoever owns the banana boats must own whoever owns the banana plantations must own their own shipping boat, because they have never run out of bananas. That's the only thing that is keeping in stock. We are fortunate enough, like produce and stuff, but I was talking, like I said, I have a friend who's a farmer, and it's crazy just, produce and how much he's making all this money. He never made any money for years, and now he's making, $50,000 a day just on cucumbers, because the price has gone up so much. And so it's terrific to see, people making this money. And he actually, interesting enough, so they do, I probably got the wrong number, but they bring in labor from Mexico on visas, like is it N visa or M, I don't know, some name like that. But he actually doesn't even have a labor issue, because he's had the same workers forever. They gave him all the visas he needed. So he actually is in really good shape and making all this money. So as long as he doesn't get a storm or anything bad, everything's going to be really good for him and stuff. But guys, you're not going to believe it. That's what I got for you for Raja Makes Money. You guys are the money makers. I hope everyone, hopefully myself too, can have a comeback day or something in the market. Let's get a one green day in. It's been a lot of red here. But best of luck, guys. And also tonight, I have a very special premiere video. No live play tonight. We have live play coming up Thursday, Friday, Saturday from Reno. Well, Friday, Saturday for sure. Late night. I don't get into like 11 o'clock at night, so some late night Facebook maybe from Reno. But live play this week from Reno for a couple of days. But I have a special premiere tonight. First, it'll start off on NG Slot's channel. We did a $10,000 mini group pull, me and NG. Starts out on his channel at 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, and then the second half of the group pull is on my channel, The Big Jackpot, at 6:30 Pacific Standard Time. So I hope you guys all join us and watch it. Big thank you to all our Patreon members and YouTube sponsors watching. First time watching, you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do. We just hit 9,500 subscribers on YouTube and somewhere around 7,000, I think, on Facebook. So thank you everyone who's been sharing my videos and letting everybody know about Raja Makes Money. But hey guys, best of luck in the markets tomorrow, and take care and enjoy the rest of your evening.